Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Zeus213 and welcome back to Factorio Sea Block, episode 20. In the previous episode we set up some brick production just down here. That was a fun episode. Yeah, if you missed that episode, do remember to go back and check that out, as well as check out all the other episodes if you haven't already. There's quite a few of them. There's 19. So make sure you watch those if you want to be caught up on how we got to the current stage we're in. But that's enough of that. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at Crystal Slurry. Now, this is going to be a very important step for us, as it's going to drastically decrease the amount of power we're using to produce ores. Currently, we're using about 100 megawatts to produce, let's see, 64 crystallizers worth of ores, give or take. That's pretty crazy, and I don't think we can quite sustainably keep doing that, as we are going to be needing even more space. Like, this is a ridiculous amount of space as it is for power, and frankly I don't want to do it anymore. So Crystal Slurry is great because, as we can see, if we go back here, we're using 5 megawatts to produce, well, more like 9 megawatts, and that's to produce about 20 crystallizers worth. So if we were to triple that, that's only going to be about, well, it's going to be about 30 megawatts for 64 crystallizers worth of slurry, which is pretty good. Nothing I'm going to complain about right there. But Crystal Slurry is rather, well, I'm not going to say complicated, there's just a lot to it. There's all these different geodes that we have to deal with, so we are going to have some fun with that today. Before we get started, I do actually want to make ourselves, let's see, where are they going to be? Yeah, there we go. They're under resource refining, and I'll make some warehouses. Just going to get a couple going, as they are going to be very helpful for sorting our ores out. And by ores, I mean geodes. Yeah. Basically, I plan on having a fair few belts worth of geodes that we're going to have to deal with somehow. And I think the easiest way of doing that is sticking them all in a warehouse so that they're all centralized, and then we can output the various belts that we're going to need where they're nice and sorted. So why don't we take a look at what we need to get that done. So to get us started, we're going to place down a few washing plants. I'm not sure of the spacing yet, but these guys are going to do washing for geodes. Now they just require water and mineralized, heavy mud water. So we can do that in a second. I don't actually think oh no, I did. Yeah, no, I did figure that out. We're going to move these down a little bit. And these guys are going to be making heavy mud water. Now, obviously, along with that, we do have to worry about the sulfuric hydrogen sulfide, that's the one. And I do actually need to space these out a little bit more by the seams, by the looks of it. Yeah. Is that going to work? Nope, I need even more space. That's alright, we can accommodate for that. There we go. Perfect. And then we'll take our seafloor pump, wherever that thing's gone. Do I even have one? Doesn't look like it. We'll craft a few of those. We've got some regular pumps. I'll get another one of those as well, though. Now, our seafloor pump's going to go just here. And he is going to get connected up like so. Boy, those guys are noisy, aren't they? Yeah, we're starting to get boarded in a little bit. Let's see, down here we've got some big worms. We've got a behemoth here that is kind of getting annoyed by our radar here, which I found pretty funny. And we're kind of running out of space that we can freely expand into. Obviously, we can probably get all this area fairly easily, but it's going to be a bit of a mission expanding outwards from now on. Do want to move these forward just a tad. Because I don't like how it's colliding with our... It's going to make piping water. It's going to make that a little bit tricky if we have it too spaced... Sorry, not spaced out enough. And obviously we can just run that guy up there and hook a pump in like so. I think what we'll do is we'll end up... I think we'll merge it all down this way. That's not even going to work, so I need to go down one more. Yeah, if we do that. There we go. We should be able to join those up. And then that is going to require a flare stack, not a clarifier. Let's get one of those in. I'm just going to burn it off for now. I'm not too worried about it. I don't know what we'd use it for yet. We obviously don't have a use for sulfur. So, burning it is. Cool. So that's the heavy mud water. We also have to deal with the mud at some point. It's gonna cause some issues. But that will probably just throw into an assembler like we did with the brick. In fact, I'm going to do that now so I don't forget. It's not going to use too much belt-wise, as there's only a small amount of mud being produced. We'll have that. That will go like that. And then the idea is I want to make this whole thing tileable so that we can stack more and more. Or, sorry, stack them side by side and then have more production. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. And you know what? It's not really going to make a difference, but I want to move that just there so that we've got a little bit better side by side stacking capability. And then we're going to move all these up. Perfect. How much mud is this generating, by the way? Oh, barely even a tenth of a belt. So we can definitely stack a few of these side by side before we need to worry about it. Now that we've got those side by side, we do need to figure out how we want to do the washing. If I were to place one of these guys here, you just take the... You do need two inputs, water and the heavy mud. Okay. A little bit annoying, but that's fine. So if I were to have the water at the top, like that, I would need to put this guy this side. Okay, that's fine. Now that does make me think that I should move this flare stack to this side, just to take up a little bit less space. Cool. And these guys are just going to go straight down like this, I think. I think that's going to be the option I go with. And then I should be able to get a belt in here. Yeah. Now, 15 of these guys is going to produce, I believe it's about 3 belts. Let's see. Or less than 3 belts. So a single belt will support the 5 that each of these guys is going to get, because it's a ratio of 1 to 5. Yes. That will work out just fine. Now that guy is going to go like that. That's slightly annoying. I think what I want to do is have the water pipe here. Does that seem right? Yeah, I think that seems right. Well, technically, it's going to do something like that. There we go. And I'm going to have to bring that around like that. There we go. That should be water to these guys. Yep. Now the heavy mud water, we just need the water for. Power for. And that will start flowing. Now to stack these guys, this pipe, you know, I really do not like this. I'm going to go underground. And if I'm going to do that, I'm just going to drag a pipe straight down. Like so. And let's see, let's get these belts in. That's going to be a slight problem. How am I going to fix that? I'm going to fix that by not doing that. And instead, doing that. There we go. These guys are going to go like so. And I should now be able to run a bell like this. Yep, there we go. Now you output... How long do you take? 5 seconds. So I think I can get away with 2 inserters. I do have space for... Oh, no, I don't. That's fine. Sure. Whatever. This guy's going to be offset. Sure. Now, let's copy you. Power poles, I need to think about. Something like this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then I'll have that one just there. Just for the sake of it, I guess. And that whole thing can be copied like so. Oh, I put that pipe perfectly. How awesome is that? Just realised I probably should have included that pipe. Yeah, that would have been a smarter idea. There we go. And I'm out of underground. Let's go grab some. I was thinking about this, and I should probably convert to copper pipe usage, because we've got so much copper right now. It's kind of crazy. It's been the bottleneck for ores lately, so I've had to start rapidly using it. So I've been bulk crafting circuits over at the little facility we've got over here. So I've just dumped like an entire iron chest worth of copper in there. But we can probably see, yeah, copper is backed up again, which means iron is somewhat low. Not too drastically. Looks like copper is still the one that's catching up, but it's caught up like hundreds of copper plates compared to the amount of iron we've used. I don't know. It's just something to consider in the future, I guess. Gonna grab some more pipe as well. We are running a bit low on that. Right, these guys should be able to finish this off now. Yeah, there we go. The other thing I did actually do is I unlocked power distribution. So it might be worth using those at some point. For now, I'm just going to stick with these guys. This is a mess. So I'm going to scratch that. Yeah, that didn't quite work out, did it? Okay. Let me see. Deconstruct power poles. Get rid of those, and let's replace them. Apparently I'm out of power poles, which is hard to believe, but apparently so. So the nice thing is these do connect vertically. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it does to me. So I don't have to worry about that. Right, they should all have water now, which they do. Right, I'll worry about hooking that up in a second. Let's make sure everything up here as well has got power, actually. Oh, there we go. That solves that issue, I guess. So we don't technically need these. Cool. Right, that's those three done. And now this is where the warehouse comes in. These guys output completely random, and we need some way of sorting them. Now, we could do it with splitters and make it all unnecessarily complicated. Or we could do it this way. So we do that, and then we need some loaders. We've got a few. So we're just going to go... Let's see, is there a center to these guys? Nope, there's 6. So we are going to go... Now, I could probably use one warehouse for at least 2 facilities, if not more. We've got 6 ores. Sorry, 6 crystals. And only 3 belts coming in. Yeah, we could definitely use it for 2 facilities. Okay. Why don't we copy this entire thing and figure out how it's going to stack. Now, water and that can't mix. So we would need to keep at least 1 tile there. But that looks good to me. And then... They're in line, yeah. Cool. So this warehouse would need to go somewhere in the middle. You know what? I'd probably end up lining it up. I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's drop it down a bit. Maybe like there. And then we can get our loaders. There we go. Oops. Like so. And then we just connect each of these belts. Like so. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, I'm going to move it all over just a bit. I know you guys are like, what? But yeah, it just makes sense to me. Have it fairly neat and organized. Nothing hurts that way. Oops. There is a drone stuck. There we go, he's figured it out. Cool. And I am out of washing plant because I don't have enough for a second set of the washers. But that's kind of expected, to be honest. And then what we will have is we need a few more loaders. These are all going to output like so. And then these guys will filter to have a specific colour of the rainbow, as it were. Now I'm going to do these in order. It's going to look so cool when it's done. Right, that should be everything. We just need power, and we should start getting the geodes in. Let's run this power pole. Oh, that is dreadful. Okay, why don't ghost images do the dragon? Fine. Right, let's go get some more power poles, and we should be able to turn this thing on. Right, here we go. We should see this thing turn on right about now. And of course, I do need a few more power poles. That's fine, we can quickly get those in. There we go. Things are flowing. Now we've just got to wait and see if we got our sorting right. Looks like we did. Blue, purple, yellow, green, cyan, red. Let's take a look in our inventory. Blue, purple, yellow, green, cyan, red. Fantastic. That looks absolutely amazing. Next up, we just need to crush these guys, and we're pretty much done. Surprisingly. Oh, actually, that's a point. We need sulfuric acid for this block here. I think. Do we? No, we need sulfuric acid here. So you use 51.4 sulfuric acid and you make directly into crystal slurry. And then okay. I don't know if the whole thing works out to be a complete loop. That is something we're going to have to look at in the next episode, I think. I would love to drag this episode out and do more, but yeah, I don't really... Oh, that's a lot of crystal. Oh boy. Yeah. Not surprised, to be honest. Oh, that's another thing. If we're doubling this to 6 of these guys, yeah, that's more than a single belt worth of some of these geodes. Huh, so that's going to be 8 outputs. 2 blue and 2 red. Interesting. And I'm out of electronic circuits. Luckily, we've got a whole box of those being stockpiled. Well, not a whole box, but a good chunk of a box. So let's grab a couple stacks of those. That's fine though. We can work around that. Get those blues off there. There we go. Right, that's going to fill up. Now what I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to craft all the things we're going to need for this set so we can see it complete, and we're going to end the episode there. So why don't I grab those and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go guys. I've got all of these in now. I did take out the pump. So once we place this guy, we should see everything start to fire up. Yes, there we go. Things are running. And we are going to start seeing an astronomical amount of geodes start flowing in. Look, this guy's already got like 8 rows filled. That's absolutely insane. We're going to have to do something about this very soon. I mean, if it fills up, it fills up. It's not the end of the world. At the end of the day, it's more ore to process. So, not going to complain about that. In fact, I don't think we're ever going to empty this thing ever again. I could limit it, I guess. But where's the fun in that? Like, you can just set a limit like that. But look at the rate at which these are going up. This is crazy. We're getting... What is it? This has got to be 20, 40, 50, about 60 to 70 crystals a second. I'm going to back up here in a second. We can see some of them have already stopped. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to remove the filter. I just want it to keep producing as many as yours. And look, we're barely using any power. All of these washers, we're using 6 megawatts. 6 megawatts of power for a crazy amount of ores. That's absolutely insane if you ask me. Now, obviously, faster belts would be very useful, but that's not something I'm going to worry about for now, because we'll probably end up tearing down and rebuilding these facilities at some point anyway, so that they're better. And yeah, I'm just not gonna sweat the details. Crazy. Right, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. In the next episode, we're gonna look at turning all of these geodes into actual ores and stuff we can work with. If you guys did enjoy this episode, do remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. Hit the notification bell if you haven't already to be notified when I next upload, so you don't miss a thing. If you guys have any tips, comments, or suggestions, leave them down below, as I make sure to read all of them. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next episode, but until then, I've been Dr. 213. Take it easy, guys.